Hi, Sean here. I got a question today, actually, and I thought it would be really fun to make a video. I don't make videos. I used to make a lot of videos, but I don't make videos much anymore. I just like time. I don't have a lot of time on my hands much anymore. I'm kind of busy, which is good. Which is I want to be busy. So I thought I'd make a video about it. Actually, it's kind of a serious. It's a music question, actually, and a really cool question because it's something that I've not just me, everybody. I think everybody wonders about it, but I've always. It's like a pursuit, man. It's always like a pursuit, like how to figure this out. That's me. That's me on the iPad. That's me. This is me. This is a video. Let's do this. Thank you. That was me with the intro music here. So today I got a question. Let me find it real quick. Here it is. I know it's here somewhere. Asked the question. Thank you. I tried to find it. I can't find it either. Okay. I'm always curious about the songwriting process, how the words and music become one. I've watched songs being put together with the words first, then music added. I was just wondering how you do. I was wondering how you do. I do well. Thank you for asking. What goes through your mind? Do you just hear it in your head and whatnot? Thanks. Yeah. Good night. Yeah. That's a good question, man. That's something that I've honestly always I wondered myself, and I think. Oh, let me put myself back up here. Perfect. Yeah, songwriting process. I've always wondered it too, and I think everybody has. And I think I'm trying to keep it serious here, okay? Because I have a tendency to go off, but this kind of applies to everything creatively. Like everything, we're talking specifically music right now, but it doesn't have to be music. It could be songwriting, writing, poetry, prose, novelists, anything creative, painting, drawing. Graphic design, man. Anything creative that is kind of stemming from an idea that you want to bring out to the world. I think everybody wonders the same exact thing. What is that process? How do people get it from an idea into something you can something tangible, something you can see, bring it into this world, this realm, with everybody else. Basically share it, How do you get from point A to point B? What is that process? And I found that a lot of it is just conditioning conditioning your mind and your body and your whole spirit, your whole being, to create less friction and less tension when you're trying to get that idea, that whatever's flowing through you at the time, to get that out. More of an easy path to just, bam, there it is, I think it's very important to condition yourself to make that process a little easier. And how you do that, I don't know. I can only tell you what I do to try to attempt. I am nobody to give out advice, man. I'm like the wrong person to ask on any advice, dude. But I can tell you what I do. Not that it's good, not that it would work for you, because honestly, everybody is completely different. That's the one sure thing about creative people, creative outlets, and anything creative. Everybody is completely different, man. So okay, your question: do I get the music first, or do I get the lyrics? I guess the one important thing about me is I consider myself a guitarist first of all, not a singer, not a songwriter, but I'm a guitarist, man, because I fell in love with specifically the guitar, and that's what's brought me into, a love of music in general. I love music, any kind of music, but guitar is what brought me into it, man. Come on, dude. Look at this thing, man. So. it's beautiful, you know. It's a great expression. And I do ramble. Giving me a video, it's like the worst possible thing. It's like, ooh, a video. Anyway, the process. So with that being said, with my mentality of mainly thinking I'm a guitarist first, when I was 15, maybe 16, I would come up with riffs, you know, and then write riffs, you know. I would think, oh, that's kind of cool, you know. I would just sit there and do stuff like that, and then write lyrics to that. And so yeah, I've done that. But back to your question again. I'm sorry. Write lyrics to the music, or the music and then the words. I grew up as a guitarist, playing guitar, and then writing lyrics to it. As I got older, I found that to be kind of like a rut, you know, and I wanted to get out of that. And the key to that was this reading, man. I like reading all you could, and I had to step away from the guitar, man. Like, you had to. I mean, I was playing hours and hours and hours a day when I was a kid, but you got to step away, man. You know, there's always from everything in life. You can't just be completely consumed by one thing, you know, because that creates this. It's almost this. You start being. Kind of like a cliche of yourself, man. If you're just continuously consumed by one thing, where's the new inspiration coming from, you know? If it's all the same. I got into just writing, man, and that's one thing with songwriting. Always write. So I have this book that I write lyrics in. And it doesn't have to be stories. I mean, I write a lot of stories and stuff, but it doesn't have to be full ideas. But just even little things like that. That's just like phrases. But it's part of conditioning yourself, no matter what. Just always write. It's part of conditioning your whole being to be able to allow that to flow through. You know. And one thing I've noticed in songwriting is I have to keep these pictures. I keep some kind of reminder that would make me want to write, and these are pictures of my father and me playing music together, and I don't know, just like nice memories, man, you know, and it makes me want to open this and write, you know, and that's the biggest thing. Like, you want to make it an experience. Like, it gets easy when you get older to lose that joy, man, you know, that you had when you were younger to create, you know. So that's one thing. Songwriting, always try to make it enjoyable, man, because it is. That's why you did it in the first place, right? So the creative words to music or music to words, everybody's different. I used to do just the riffs and then the music. And for one example, a few years ago, I came up with this idea. I want to write a song about the Great Depression. And I sat down with a notebook and wrote out this abstract story about the Great Depression. My idea of what the Great Depression would have been like, you know. And I had the story and I had this melody. I knew I wanted it to be one ba to introduce a melody, and then ba da 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 da. I had this really simple. So I came up with these chords to go with that riff. Here's an example of me changing and kind of changing over from the rut of just riffs and then lyrics over that to really trying to make a story, man, with lyrics. Really simple. And then I sang those words of that melody I had. I am a miner of gold, lost depression 32 when I met you. Rubber band shoes to say hello, Mr. Rockefeller, who can know? Anyway, this ramble, I'm stretching the time. Thanks for listening. I hope it answered your question. Thanks for letting me ramble. Adios.